Hello, everyone. It is a Thursday, if you can believe it. Welcome to SDGC. It's me and CJ today. CJ, what's going on, bud?
I stumbled on here. I don't know how to get out.
Fuck, I wasn't supposed to be here tonight.
Don't make a bigger deal of things. And, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
no, let's not do that.
No. It's just good to see you, bud.
No, that's good with you. Yeah.
You're always a fucking blast to have on. And Britt should be here fashionably late as always when she does show up. A good, nice, like smaller team tonight, which is perfect for a week where effectively no news that we would cover has happened.
Nintendo's gonna announce the Switch 2 tonight.
Yeah, for sure. Exactly 8 minutes into the show, we're gonna get some Nintendo announcement.
Switch 2 launching with F-Zero GX, like HD, Metroid Prime 4, Kirby
God.
Air Ride 2.
Why are you saying things only for me? And John in chat is correct that like it is going to be a fat show tomorrow though, because by then we will have had Summer Games Fest, the Xbox showcase, presumably a big Nintendo Direct. I think we're hearing is probably next week. So, you know, we're in the in-between. We're in the eye of the storm right now. We had the PlayStation event and a couple of smaller ones, and we've already talked about what.
So when is E3 happening? I haven't seen that anywhere.
It's not E3.
No one's talking, what?
Yeah. Don't worry, E3's coming back next year, right? Right? Oh man. But yeah, we're gonna bullshit tonight. We're gonna talk a little bit about maybe some like dream announcements that we have that we'd like to see coming up. Talking about some of our best like E3 memories. Because obviously E3 is dead, but the spirit lives on. And then talk about, you know, just some of the stuff we're excited for the rest of the year. What little's been confirmed for the rest of the year anyway. But yeah, let's start with CJ. My man, it's been a hot minute. What have you been up to? What have you been playing?
God, I have not been playing much. It's so nice.
What are
so
video
liberating.
games?
It's so liberating.
You've been
So
free.
liberating. I've been oh my God. I've been free. I haven't been on Twitter in like 2 weeks. I'm slowly getting back into into reviewing games again. What did the biggest thing I've reviewed so far, and like I think like the first true like AAA game I've reviewed was F124. I just submitted that my first draft. It's like in the process of getting published. I can talk about like the embargo was lifted like last week. Phenomenal, excellent, what incredible racing sim that like in turn like I do a lot of research on the games I play. And I tend to like, you know, really immerse myself in a lot of things. Racing games never, because I've driving is so ingrained in like, you know, both my personal life, my and a lot of the video games I play. Like I like racing games. I know virtually nothing about Formula One ever. The only thing I know is that there is
That's
Grand
the funky
Prix
shaped cars. They're long and they're skinny.
So all I knew about Formula One, essentially was occasionally they'll race here in Miami.
They got big wheels.
Miami Grand Prix. They have big wheels. Those things will kill you because they're basically rocket ships on wheels. They cannot turn corners. Every great racer,
bro. Why does
like
every one of these look like it belongs in like Wipeout? You know what I mean?
Oh God, yeah. No, so it's like, you know, so I did some research. My dad's a huge like Formula One fan. Obviously, I can tell you every Colombian who's raced in the history of the sport. He was a big fan of Ayrton Senna when he was alive. Rest in peace. I did a lot of research. I watched that Netflix series F1 Drive to Survive. I've been watching it. I watched the Senna documentary. So like before starting, I kind of like came in like, all right, I think I know. And obviously, again, like my love of racing games, even racing sims to like a lesser extent, like that was like the thing that really propelled me like to keep playing. Excellent game. Codemasters, the absolute wizards, the I don't know if they're the greatest racing game like developer ever, but they're certainly up there. It's like they have this like way of making like these very niche, very specific like disciplines of like motorsports. So they have rally, they have Formula One. They've done like weird like touring cars, like everything under the sun. Beautiful, wonderful, great handling. Lot to get used to. One of the deepest career modes in any sports game I've ever played. Any. There is a staggering amount of options. My review will be up. I'm not gonna like repeat everything I wrote. It's hard to like kind of get into it. And other than that, I that got me in the mood. I re-downloaded virtually every sports game a racing game I own that I could possibly fit onto my my PS5. So I'm going through Gran Turismo 7 right now. I'm playing a lot of the Crew Motorfest, which we'll talk about later. In relation to like a lot of the big news coming out. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much it.
You were
the
also...
NBA finals are happening right now, and no team I wanted was in, and so I decided to come on here.
Oh, guys, we got a Nintendo Switch Online drop.
Let's do this. Let's see. I want to see it. Don't say it. Hold up.
It's actually a pretty cool drop.
Let's see what we got here. We got Game Boy games. We got Mega Man. Oh my god, I got a bunch of Mega Man.
Mega Man 1 through 5, the Game Boy versions.
Doesn't interest me. Whoever posted that in chat, wasting my time.
Oh man, yeah. Look, it's like clockwork. Nintendo is always going to do an NSO drop right when we go live.
There was like a few that were like they weren't like actual game announcements, but they were like something that just kind of like, okay, this is like not funny anymore. They're doing this on purpose. Like they're doing this on purpose. I
was gonna say you had been getting kind of in. It's funny, you've been getting into emulation again recently.
Oh my god, at the worst possible fucking
dude,
time.
I know, right? But the thing is, like, the first games you were sending me, like, dude, look at what I'm diving back into, is like NCAA 14. It's like the games people do not emulate. You were like, bro, I could play even older
I'm not
sports
paying
games.
$200 for an Xbox 360 disc. What are you talking about?
Right.
Oh no, yeah, that's all I did. I just got a bunch of old sport because I want those old mechanics. I want what is it, the thing that the first thing I did was like I downloaded NFL 2K5. The first thing I did was select the Atlanta Falcons because I wanted to cheat with Michael Vick, do the whole snap the ball, run back, manage to run all the way to the other end zone, see if I could score because that dude was incredibly fast. And then I just got a bunch of other like arcade games. Then I realized, oh yeah, playing on a laptop sucks. Connecting like my laptop to my TV and having it on a little table sucks. Fiddling with a billion settings sucks. I'm glad I got PS3 games working.
Yeah,
I'm glad they work on my thing. I can get them like running at like what 720p 30 frames per second, which is what a PS3 should.
Yeah.
So it's like standard. So
I'm sorry, but rendering PS3 games in 1440p or 4K is deranged behavior.
That's
PS3 games were never
right?
meant to be seen like that. It's like people who render like people who used to emulate like the 3DS and do it in like, 1080p, and it's like, no, those games were never meant to be above 360 pixels, my friend.
It's funny though, like the emulation stuff, I find myself kind of like, falling out of favor with it more and more because most of the things I would want to play are kind of like readily available. Any Super Nintendo I want to play, it's on the Switch right now, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think it's just the PS2 era, but even then, like Sony just announced that they're putting Sly Cooper as like a native, like, download on PS5.
Yeah.
So it's like,
ultimately, like, again, it's, going back to like emulation it's like as more and more of these games are made available, I'm perfectly happy like paying for them or renting like on the service, whatever. Like Nintendo Switch Online, so many of the games I used to need to emulate in order to replay them because I don't have my Super Nintendo anymore. Like, cool, I can just play Kirby Superstar on Switch Online. I don't gotta sweat it anymore.
And it's on a handheld, which is I think what everyone wanted, right? It's
like
what you pay $60 a year, you get like there's a lot of issues with the N64 emulator on the Switch. There's a lot of issues with those games and the way they run. Again, there's kind of there's no true like a la carte, like I want this specific game. Kind of sucks.
Right.
But, I mean, at the end of the day, it's like, come on, like you could play like Mario World, you could play Link to the Past, you could play like a bunch of Genesis games again. Like they're kind of bringing back that like virtual console thing. I doubt they're gonna go as crazy and do like Neo Geo games. It's not like they did on the Wii, but like
that would be so good. Bring back the TurboGrafx 16. You know what I mean?
Oh my god, yes. But it sucks because I was looking online for an Ambernick machine, and then everything got hit with and then we got hit with like the news about like all these
the shutdowns and stuff. Yeah,
it sucks. I mean, I get it. It still sucks because it's like, I don't know, like there's even if like I never wanted to play a Nintendo specific game, which I mean I want to play Nintendo. Like it still sucks, right? Because it's like, okay, if one thing, what is it? If like this is gonna get removed at some point, what is it? Lego was in that that weird thing. Like I think it was Sega too.
I don't remember the full list.
It's ridiculous. That sucks. That absolutely sucks. Like what is it?
Because again, for me, like that's primarily a way to like go back to games that I love but cannot play anymore. Like we talk about PS3. My PS3 has been broken for ages, and like I'm not getting that thing repaired. It's not getting Sony any more money. So if I want to play Dynasty Warriors Gundam 3, like, well, aside from Dynasty Warriors Gundam 3, the one game that was on the PlayStation 3, then like that's my only option, you know? It's so funny. I need to think about Switch emulation because like I have a Switch. I would be very curious to see what some of the games I have, like Hyrule Warriors, like what does that game look like when it runs at a frame rate above 15 FPS? What does Pokemon Scarlet look like when it's not rendered in Microsoft PowerPoint? You know? But I never do it because I never think to do it with stuff that's like semi-current.
And that seems that's my thing too.
It's like, always a way for me to delve into the past.
And we've gotten to like a point now where it's like, I don't know, man, I'm lazy, man. Pirating shit is annoying. It's too much work. If I could find, I would much rather have like a streaming service to have like that has like the one thing I want to watch in HD. Than go through a bunch of hoops to like watch it on my laptop.
Right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like so it's the same thing with games. It's like, okay, I can either go through all of this to like plug in something to a little box or my laptop, fuck around with a bunch of files, or
I can just pop open the app and just fucking go. Like, please,
right, like exactly.
Please make it convenient and easy for me. That's all I ask.
Because I remember, and like people were there was like a tweet, like people were like comparing like the HD versions of Final Fantasy X to the original PS.
Oh yeah, with like the facial animations. Yeah,
and I'm like, I don't think that's enough for me to like go back and download a PS2 ROM and play through that game without any of the improvement. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like that's the thing is like God, that's such a specific example of like, yeah, the facial animations are borked in the HD re-release, but like, oh well, the quality of life improvements on like the international version, and then like, yeah, it's just better. So I'm gonna do that, and I can also just turn on my PlayStation 5 and play it. You know, instead of
that's the thing, and again, that's the thing. That's the thing. I know when people bitch about certain changes, and I'm like, sure, it sucks. I get it, but at the same time, it's like, we're never gonna get any of these things like the way we truly. You know what I'm saying? We might as well accept that, like, it's better that we have them in some capacity.
I think it's valuable. It's valuable for like some people to complain about a lot of those things, but like. I'm just like, man, I just want to play it, you know?
That's why I never understood people like, you know, bitching and moaning about like remakes, re-release. And then we talked about this on this podcast like a million times. It's like, I'll accept it. Like, give me whatever. Let me play whatever in HD. Let me play whatever on the console I already own. Jump through whatever hoops you have to jump through. Do whatever.
If people didn't like remasters and re-releases, they wouldn't have bought every game that got ported to Switch and like, you know, 7 million copies of it.
Which is insane because it's like not only Wii U games, now it's GameCube games.
Yeah.
Now it's Game Boy Advance games.
Now just random Xbox 360 games, right?
That's so like, it's like, you know, someone's buying them.
Yeah.
Like
the Switch version of Darksiders 2 came how many years like after Darksiders 2?
Darksiders 1, wasn't it? The Wii U version of Darksiders 1 came like it's
something like that. It was like the Switch version did numbers, like, you know. Oh, yeah, man. But yeah, it was just so funny that you were like getting into that stuff, and like I love emulation for its ability to help me preserve older stuff. And it's just funny to me that you went to like sport. I'm already not a sports game person, but I always just assume from the outside that the new ones almost invalidate the old ones.
Oh no, for sure. I mean,
so to see you go to like NCAA 14 again is like, okay, well.
So yeah, there's different things, right? Like in NCAA 14's case, it was the last college football game made. So this new one's coming up it'll erase whatever. I don't care. Like this new one coming out in July is gonna erase it. Um, a lot of older like sports the things like for example, it's like there's certain rosters I want to like play with. Again, the main reason I got the early like the early to mid 2000 like Madden and 2K NFL 2K games was because I wanted to play with Michael Vick's Falcons specifically. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's things like that. Or they had like historical teams. They had historic teams. Like I could play the 72 Dolphins, which you can't do in modern like Madden game. You know what I'm saying? So it's things like that.
It kind of makes sense from that regard. Like
because licensing's a bitch. That's why a lot of racing games are more about. You know what I'm saying? That's why I like playing older like racing games because like okay, Toyota won't come back to a Need for Speed game now.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. I gotta go back to Need for Speed Underground if I want to race in a fucking Toyota Celica. You know what I mean?
That's, like exactly. So it's like it's one or what is it? Old Gran Turismo games that had like 600 cars.
Yeah,
we will never get to that point.
I don't want to drive a fucking F-150 Raptor. Okay, I don't. I want to drive.
I just
like,
did that. I just did that race.
I want to drive like an '03 Toyota Celica. You know what I mean? I want you to. I don't want expensive pickup trucks and vans. I want you to let me drive a shit box. Like
it's like things, and also it's like, man,
there's too many Porsches in these games. Let me drive a Chevy Malibu.
I know we joke. I know the joke is the PS5 has no games, but fuck, there are no games on this fucking console. Every developer's only like every publisher only has like 2 big releases. You go back to like EA's catalog on the PS2.
But every game takes 8 years to make these days.
8 years.
People
to make,
who
and,
started making a game
die.
People who started making a game when the PS5 came out will be releasing it for the PS6. Like it's just disgusting.
It's terrible. It's not. You know what I'm saying? We talk about like again.
Brutal, man. Brutal. That fucking article about Suicide Squad that motherfucker was supposed to release in 2020, and I'm like, well, yeah, that great.
Oh God, yeah. That game, but that's a 2018 ass game too. That's the funniest.
It literally
part.
started development in 2016. That game took 8 years to make. Like, no wonder it sucks shit.
No,
like,
I mean, look, and we'll talk about some like okay, like I didn't watch the Sony like big event, but
I
half
thought there
of
was
the
some good
look
stuff
like,
in there. I mean,
Concord looks terrible.
Oh yeah,
like,
Concord. I could not give enough a shit about.
Come on, dude, get me out of. Come on, what are we doing?
I'm here for Dynasty Warriors. I'm here for Monster Hunter. I'm here for like Where Winds Meet and the fucking what was the other?
Astrobot looks great.
Looks
yeah,
lovely.
like that. Those are games.
Yeah, there were like 2 different like Chinese fantasy action RPGs that looked pretty good. But like you could also immediately clock where like Chinese developed open world free to play action RPGs. It was like shit.
So, there's a mobile game blown up to a PS5, like things
with like
that,
huge budget, right? But like, yeah, I don't know.
Enough to like fund like an entire country. It's like you throw it in there. No, it's ridiculous. So it's that thing again. It's a billion different things, right? It's like games take forever to make. There's less variety in the thing. Dude, man, and again, I've been talking about this with a lot of people outside. It's so nice not being on Twitter. It's so nice not saying any of this thing like out loud until now. But it's one of those things where it's like, you know, Sony has how many big developers, right? And they all used to make like how many games? You know what I'm saying? Like
exactly.
Naughty Dog used to make games. Sucker Punch used to make games.
Yeah. Remember when we got fucking 4 different Jack and Daxter games all on the PS2? Like,
yes, PS2 and the PSP, and you know what I'm saying? And like they're all by like these two, you know what I'm saying? We used to get stuff like that. Sucker Punch used to make fun shit.
Yeah.
Now they make fucking boring ass samurai games. Remember Infamous?
Yeah.
Remember Infamous?
I don't really have a lot of respect for Infamous, but
still okay. But it's
I kind of love
it
in a trashy way.
It's like one of those like, you know, like it's insane to think that Naughty Dog used to make like Crash and Jack and Daxter. It's insane that like Insomniac, what is it now, has to make Marvel games because no one bought Ratchet and Clank apparently.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Right. Here's the sad thing. I bought Ratchet and Clank and I played it for like 5 hours and I was like, this is cute, and I've never played it again since. I'm like, this is really a masterpiece of design that does not connect with me at all. Meanwhile, I've fucking 100%ed the Spider-Man games. I'm part of the problem. Hi, Brett.
I exist.
Yeah.
I'm here. I'm sorry. It's always just so chaotic for me.
Oh, you're good.
I got to cook dinner for the family, but I didn't have enough ingredients, so I had to go to the store. And then after I got back in the store, I had to cook, and then had to go get ready, and just.
Oh, you're good.
I feel bad for being late all the time.
No, Britt. Happy belated birthday.
Happy belated birthday to you.
Yeah, happy birthdays to the gays.
Happy birthdays to the gays.
I already wish you guys.
It's our
I don't
month.
have to do it on the podcast. I don't have to be fucking performative for you.
Oh my god.
CJ did in fact
Performative, he
personally and
says.
directly message me. He does not have to
to
perform
fucking
friendship in
dance for you.
public. Yeah. Dance
CJ,
for me.
everybody. We missed him.
Britt.
What did I interrupt?
We've just been kind of bullshitting. We went from like what have we been playing to like a long thing about emulation and then just like how much it sucks that games take a billion years to make.
Derek laughing at me for
You
buying
have to talk about
expensive
emulators
laptop.
without John chiming in.
That's the best time to talk about it. Yes.
I know.
Derek clowning on me because I spent all this money on a laptop to emulate stuff and I'm only emulating old sports games.
Dude, no, I love it. I fucking love it. Unironically, I don't understand it for a goddamn minute, but that's okay. Britt,
What game specifically?
the one you sent me a screenshot of where you were like, dude, let's fucking go. I got my PS3 emulator working was NCAA 14.
Of course it was. Of course
No,
it was.
the first thing I did, NFL 2K5, and I told Derek just to play as Michael Vick's Atlanta Hawks because I wanted to fucking cheat with the speed over there.
God.
Everyone I told was asking, is that 2K5? Is that 2K5?
God, I love it. Britt, what have you been
Incredible.
playing?
Same shit. Overwatch and WoW. I'm currently Blizzard slut right now. Again, not proud of it, but it is what it is.
I'm probably going back. I'm going to pick Diablo 4 back up soon because people say it's gotten some heavy reworks, and I haven't played since.
Mhm.
I mean, I tore through it at launch, and then I just left it because I was like, I'll come back maybe around when the expansion comes out. And people say it's gotten some real heavy reworks. So.
Yeah, I played it and I beat the base game, and then I never went back and did end game because I heard it was just.
I don't give a shit about
garbage.
end game stuff. I just want to play the story over and over again with different classes.
Right. So I heard it's really, really good now.
Maybe that's what we should do this weekend.
Oh, we should
play Diablo.
We
you got them on
should.
PC, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we need
Let's
to
do
do for
that.
our stream
Okay.
together. We'll
That's what
bounce
we'll
back in
do.
and see how it's changed.
We'll thirst over Lilith.
yeah,
together.
for sure. Mommy,
Yeah.
please. But yeah, no, I get that.
She did nothing wrong. She's fine. Just a
for
little
one,
blood sacrifices every now and then. It's fun.
You believe in women's rights. I believe in women's wrongs.
Yep.
And that's the difference. Oh. So that's it. Is just more WoW, more Overwatch?
Yeah, just more WoW, Overwatch, occasionally Fortnite. I'm just I'm waiting for the fall games to come, and I just don't really want to get involved in anything too heavy. And like I said, 7 burnt me out. I'm not a long games girl. They stress me out. So when I get done with like a really long game like 7 was, I'm like, I just need to go play multiplayer shit for a while.
Yeah.
I need to not exist in single players.
Yeah.
I think the last true single player game I played, like a third person action adventure, big trip, not
Final
counting
Fantasy
Nintendo,
16
was 16. Like 16
Wow.
was
16?
a,
16
16 was a
ruined it.
lot. Like, look, if you don't count like Mario Wonder, which I mean, it's a different kind of game.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
16 was the last game I played through in its entirety, and then like, you know what I'm saying, and even worse because I had to review it. That's it. That game killed me. That game absolutely killed me. I don't want to play any. Don't give me another behind the back camera.
This is
angle
the
in your
three
fucking...
most critical of Final Fantasy 16 people on the podcast running
go
the
read
show
my
right
review on
now.
Game Critic.
It's a good
sad.
game.
I'm the
It's
one
just-
who likes it the most of the three of us, and even I famously was the voice on every podcast we did going like, guys, I've got a lot of things I've got to talk
Derek,
about.
I called it
Yeah.
the game of the generation in my review.
It's
I called
just
it
one
the
of the
reason
games.
to own. I called it the reason to own a PS5.
Well,
This thing
that's
that
true
has no
because there
games.
isn't shit
That
else
is.
This thing that
exclusive.
has
Yeah.
no games.
You're not wrong. Your review was simultaneously wrong and correct, even like out of context, even after like you were done with the game and finished it. And
I want to fucking like.
oh my god, I was so annoying. I was messaging CJ
Just
like,
wait till
this
we
game's bullshit.
Wait till we get Final Fantasy 16 2, y'all. Like,
Oh my god,
oh man,
they did that. They did that, and even fucking oh my god, Justin. So does Jill play a bigger part? She talks more. Cool. Love that. Love
yeah,
that.
that was just it. She has more lines. I don't know about more than that. Oh,
Love that.
God.
Love that for her.
I'm real easy. In terms of what I've been playing, let me clarify those words really quick before we clip it out of context.
Pause.
The only I've been playing more Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. It's very good. The last 2 podcasts I've talked about how much I love that game and that series. It's crazy that they're doing a live action series. I am both very curious and very afraid of a live action Like a Dragon series. The new thing I'm playing different is they released like a complete version of Samurai Warriors 4 on PC. So I picked that up and it's been wonderful popcorn, right? To just be like some low effort, low stakes shit for me to play when I don't have time to commit to a big heavy RPG.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Fuck you, John. You're not
John
even
doesn't have to
in
know
here.
everyone, okay?
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's it. Is more Like a Dragon and then some Samurai Warriors. And I don't have to explain Samurai Warriors. You pick a dude from Japanese history who is now an anime protagonist or antagonist, and you kill 10,000 people, whatever. You know, God forbid men have hobbies.
When does the new Dynasty Warriors come out? Because that's something I really
that
want to
looks
play.
really. I'm curious about that. I don't think we have any details. I'm hoping we'll learn more.
I'll play that. I've been itching for a what is it? Post Devil May Cry 5. I tried Hyrule Warriors and I thought it was fun, but it also ran like ass.
Yeah.
On the Switch.
I'm like,
So
will we get a Warriors game that runs well? That would be incredible.
Can't wait for that fucking game to run
So,
to get locked
those
on 30 or
games
something.
Are such good. Just like I'm gonna chill and just fucking
Yeah, I'm gonna
stab
put on like
shit.
a podcast or an audiobook or just turn
I
my
used to
brain
always
off.
play as the girl with like the fucking big ass ninja stars. I don't remember. her name.
Yeah. I don't remember fucking anybody.
I just remember
Charlotte
weapons.
has the casts of like Dynasty Warriors and Samurai Warriors memorized, and she can tell you what weapons they've used over the years and how their designs have changed. And I'm just like, that dude's name is fucking Cowpea.
Yeah, like oh my god.
I don't know shit. I will never learn history. I refuse to. I was not
Alright,
born
let me just
for
type
it.
in Dynasty Warrior character, giant ninja stuff.
Yeah, that'll turn out well. But yeah, with what we've been playing kind of settled, and while Britt apparently unsuccessfully looks up Dynasty Warriors character with giant ninja star,
Did not work
Character's
out
name.
well in my favor.
I want to see this.
hang
It's
on.
all dudes, and that's not. I didn't.
What's wrong with dudes? What's wrong with dudes hanging out?
There's a
wrong,
lot
dudes?
wrong
you
with
wanna,
dudes.
You want to ask that question again? Like,
Yeah, what's wrong with dudes? Plenty historically.
Anyway, Final Fantasy 16 is such
Final
a great
Fantasy
game.
16 is what's wrong with dudes.
It's such a great game. You know what I'm saying?
wait, so Dreadwolf got a name change?
Yeah, it's I didn't think we were gonna make like a topic out of it or anything, but yeah, Dragon Age Dreadwolf is now Dragon Aged like Veilguard, I think.
That's lame.
It's not a good name.
So much more lame.
But here's the thing: I'm not invested because the game wasn't going to be good anyway. I hate to tell you, but BioWare has lost the sauce a long time ago, and I just do not believe that it's going to be good. I will be happy when I'm wrong.
Oh my god, this is gonna drive me nuts. Keep going.
Mick with a mouth says Sun Shangjiang. That might be it. Type Lady Sun Dynasty Warriors.
Lady Sun.
That might be who you're talking
Every
about.
lady watching this, is my son.
Ladies.
S-U-N.
You're
Erica's
all
third
my
wife.
lady sons.
There we go.
Dude with limited vocabulary.
Yes, that's her. Thank you. Love this bitch. She was my girl. What?
It was like a Mortal Kombat
What?
character.
Yes,
It was like a Mortal
love
Kombat-
this bitch. All of us talking about Brit.
She looks like a Mortal Kombat character, like from like the PS2 games.
That's like every Dynasty Warriors design. Like,
I don't know why. I just loved her big fucking
Yeah.
rings.
yeah,
You know
Yeah.
what? We don't need to. We don't need to.
yeah.
We don't need to talk about
Yeah.
that.
Speaking of things we're gonna clip out of context, we're gonna me saying I'm easy, Britt saying she likes her big fucking things. CJ, we'll get your ass before the end of this show for sure. So here's the deal:
Yep.
we are smack in what I would say is kind of like the eye of the storm when it comes to like the summer reveal season. We got the PlayStation showcase. We got a bunch of much smaller shows and a bunch of direct to like web like announcements, but we've got a lot of the big stuff coming right up. We've got Summer Games Fest tomorrow. We have the Xbox showcase over the weekend. And I believe the word going around is that we'll be getting a Nintendo Direct, the big one, on Tuesday, the 11th. We'll have to see how that all shakes out. But regardless, and there's a bunch of other smaller shows. I think Ubisoft has one, etc. So we've already kind of talked about what's some of our realistic expectations were for some of these shows a couple weeks ago, back when we had Huggable Hipster on. Let's kind of blow this out of the water a little bit. CJ had a couple of really good ideas. Talking about our like
Someone clip that.
just our just our dream announcements, the shit that's like not even maybe even like worrying about realistic, just what is the shit that would get you hyped to hell. We'll also kind of talk about some of our fondest memories, good and bad, of like E3's past, given that E3 itself is dead and the spirit has to live on through all these
Next
separated.
year, it's coming back.
Yeah,
Right,
E3's coming back. I'm telling you, man.
Keely can't oppress it forever. It's coming back. It's coming back. All right.
CJ, let's start with you, man. Here's the thing. Like, I want to start actually with the memories because you've been teasing me with a particular memory
All right.
of just a show
All
you
right.
fucking hated, apparently, that I do want to hear about.
E3 2015. We're in the second year of the PS4 life cycle. Very few games, a common trend of these fucking PlayStation consoles. My favorite publisher at the time, Ubisoft, has an insane show. Absolutely insane show. What do they show off? Who knows? I don't remember any of it because of this. So I'm putting something in the Discord.
Oh, Assassin's Creed Syndicate, The Division, Rainbow Six Siege.
No. Hold up. You can't open the chat, right? Okay, hold up.
Yeah,
I'll
I can put it in the Twitch chat.
Please put it. The absolute greatest. The absolute.
You know what? Hey, hold on. I wonder if I can stream this. Let's
No, I don't
see.
think. I think we'll get what is it? Copyright strike.
Well, also just I can't.
Oh.
I wouldn't, you know.
Anyway, for those who don't see it or whatever, and Derek.
Oh my
Jason
God!
Derulo-
Yes,
Yes!
Jason Derulo Just Dance
Jason
2016.
Derulo.
Oh my God, beautiful! Because you cut to the audience and they all look confused. He is singing so half-assed, like
He was not even trying.
Like he's checking his bank account to make sure those zeros are like fucking hitting. Amazing. So I kind of, this is part of like the thing that like is kind of sad about everything pivoting to like the weird Nintendo like directification of like every announcement. I like a lot of them because they're kind of, especially for Ubisoft stuff, because like I know what to expect out of them, right? So it's easier for me to watch like a short digestible. Here's like whatever updates we have, but shit like this
Yes.
is so beautiful. It is so ingrained in my skull when I think of Ubisoft during the PS4 era, because that was them kind of like skyrocketing to like the Ubisoft we know today. And this is how they did things. Every single year had like a weird Just Dance thing. Whether it was like a big like, choreographed dance number or shit like this, the most awkward karaoke you're ever gonna fucking see by the artist who actually sang the song originally. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful,
incredible.
Oh God, I love it so much. A few other things like come to mind, like the weird 2013 Don Matrick.
Yeah, that was bad.
But it was so funny. Battlefield 4, like the Battlefield 4 thing not loading when they needed it to. Sony, the Uncharted 4 demo not working either. And like some more positive things, like Sean Layden coming out to show off Crash Bandicoot: The Insane Trilogy was like the way they hyped it up when it was like, Crash is coming to Skylanders. No one gives a fuck. No one gives a fuck. Everyone's kind of like that silent. That he shows off the Insane Trilogy, everyone freaks out. It's things like that. I miss the mixed bag of a live show. I miss when things don't work. I miss when things are like they kind of overestimate how good things will be. I don't know, like this kind of exemplifies like why I miss really miss E3.
I think like on the high moments, I miss when things used to like get people hype, right? I'll always remember like the Twilight Princess reveal.
Yes.
And
fucking
that
journalists crying.
being like the crowd hype for that was so insane. The God of War 2016, right? The PS4 God of War reveal.
And that was like the same showcase of like Spider-Man getting shown off. Yeah,
I mean, having like a live crowd of like journalists losing their goddamn minds means something. In a way that's lost with like the Nintendo Direct format.
Yeah.
But then like you also just get, I'll never forget like Tak Fuji at the one Konami
yes. Oh
E3,
my God.
where just like the entire crowd, I've never seen somebody tank public speaking so hard.
You know it's bad when Russell Simmons looks innocent in your press conference. You know it's bad when he wants to get out of there, when he wants nothing to do with you. Oh my God. Because they were showing off Def Jam, the karaoke. Oh my God. Oh my God.
I will never forget. It was Microsoft's E3 2012, so it's before the infamously bad 2013. But 2012 was bad too, because it was like going in. Microsoft already had the reputation for like the only thing you have is, Halo and Forza
Connect,
and that I think is the one where they showed off Halo 4. With like an infamously bad first showing and another Forza, and then like a bunch of everything else was third party multiplat, and they focused a lot on media. And I just remember being so like mad in that moment. I reached down to the I don't know what else to call it, but the dick opening on the front of the pajama pants I was wearing, and just fucking ripped my pants in half like the Hulk. I was just like, this sucks! And just shredded my pants.
Look, that's appropriate. That's like kind of an understatement. That's kind of you underreacted a little bit. Like,
I think I did it primarily so I could take a photo of the shredded pants and make like a performative like. But
fuck you, Microsoft! You did this.
Yeah,
fuck you, Don Matrick.
Nobody had a good E3 that year, but Microsoft was like the capstone to a bad E3 in 2012.
And not their first.
Yeah, I know. It's look, Microsoft, I'm sorry. I know you got a showcase on Sunday and I'm supposed to act hype or whatever, but like you got some shit to prove.
Still.
Yeah.
I'm still in that boat.
Britt, I don't know if you have any like particularly fun like E3 or showcase memories.
Painful
memories.
Painful's always good.
Painful's always better. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I don't
that's
have any
the
painful.
Clip we're taking out of context, but
yeah, it's not that.
I just like I get like secondhand embarrassment really bad. So like anytime shit like that happens, like my
anytime
brain
like a
just
game demo
wipes
doesn't load up.
Yeah, my brain just wipes it. So I don't have any fond memories of just being like, oh, that fucking sucked. But the one thing I will remember that I lost my shit over, and that everybody lost their shit over, and this isn't going to be any surprise, it's the Final Fantasy VII remake announcement.
Yeah.
I knew what it was immediately. And just, you know, this was at a time when like leaks weren't as prominent as they are now, like, and gossip wasn't as gossipy, I guess. So, you know, there was murmurs here and there, but nobody thought it was ever gonna fucking happen. And then it did, and everybody was just like, just lost their fucking mind, and it was incredible.
Before that, when they started doing the well, first we had, remember the Final Fantasy VII tech demo for PS3?
Yes. That was also an E3, right? That was
yes, and everyone was so sure, like, oh, the PS3 is going to come with a Final Fantasy VII remake, and then it didn't. No. And then when they started doing the tease, and it was just for the port for PS4, oh man, people got on the FF7 remake so many times.
Was that the same time they did the fucking Final Fantasy VIII remaster? I feel like those came out around the same time.
No, 8 came out like
I think it was 7.
I think
7 got ported to consoles
in 2015,
first, and then the 9 PC version and port happened, and then 8 was last, I think.
And 8 came out on everything. I think at once it was like a weird PC thing. I think it was like it came out on everything.
Yeah. I just remember that like I got a lot of shit because I was like, this game sucks.
For which game?
8. But I replayed it and I like it now.
I was going to say, like, even if you still hated it, I would still love and respect you, but just not that opinion.
No. I have a
you get it. We get it. Yes.
Yeah, I turned my opinion around on 8 after I replayed it. I still think it has its problems.
Sure.
Doesn't.
But there are dozens of us.
But yeah, everybody was like, that is one thing I realized, is that there is a very passionate 8 community. And this was like back when I wasn't using Twitter, it was on Facebook. So all of my friends were just like, fuck you. Like, why are you playing the game this way? Like, I was like, it sucks. Triple Triad made it shitty. Everything levels with you. How is that fun?
It's a weird ass game. There's no getting around that.
One positive one, because I remember where I was specifically. Nintendo Directs are always at the stupidest times, because like always early in the afternoon. Dumbass like company. I swear to God, they don't know how to do shit.
How am I supposed to co-stream a Nintendo Direct ever when they're all at like 10 in the morning or 2 in the afternoon?
Nintendo, do things conveniently for me, assholes.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
Britt, you missed it. They did another Nintendo Switch Online drop minutes after we went live.
Well, what was it?
It was Mega Man 1 through 5, the Game Boy versions.
So nothing for me.
Yeah.
Anyway, so second year of undergrad, taking summer classes, my summer semester, and watching the Direct on my phone, right? Because they're going to talk about Smash. So I'm watching throughout the entire thing, you know, a bunch of some solid stuff getting announced, like the
Brawl reveal.
The Brawl, so I'm watching. And then, you know, then we get to Sakurai, like, talking about Ultimate, right? Before it's called Ultimate, whatever. So he's talking about some mechanics and things like that, and then they show that trailer while the character reveals. And then, you know, they're showing off, like, some of the ones from Melee, from Smash 4, and all this stuff.
Everyone is here.
Then, I forgot who it was that came out on screen. I think it was either Pichu or the Ice Climbers or something, and it all clicked. No, it was Snake.
Yeah.
It was Snake came up, and then it said everyone is here. The absolute most. I was in class. I was trying my hardest not to like flip out because I love Snake and Brawl. But he was my main in Brawl. I was
people fucking hated me playing as Snake.
So good.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So good.
And then showing off the Ice Climbers, showing off Pichu again, characters that hadn't been in the game since like Melee. Yeah. All the absolute best thing in the entire world. I was so goddamn excited for that. That trailer was E3 2018 for me. Yeah. There's some other good stuff, like Ubisoft showed off Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and I remember like the crowd reaction of the romance options was like huge at the time. And the Grant Kirkhope came out to show off the Donkey Kong DLC for Mario plus Rabbids. You know, like things like that. So that was a pretty solid E3, but Smash Ultimate made that E3. And I think and after that, nothing has been able to compare. Ever since, and then E3 died like 2 years later. So who's to say?
Yeah.
Who's to say?
I remember the year that the Wii was revealed at E3, because it had just been the revolution prior to E3, and maybe I don't remember if it's that the revolution. I think the revolution was officially shown off as the Wii at that E3. Because I remember tuning in for like G4's coverage, because of course I've watched that shit like religiously. I had to watch E3 every year. I had to know all the cool new shit. Day one, minute one, they're opening up with footage of Metroid Prime 3 and Super Mario Galaxy. It's the Nintendo Wii. We know what the controller is. We know everything about it. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, just what a year. Now granted, the Wii, in retrospect, fuck, man. Like,
greatest console for
the greatest and worst console of all time, man.
Who only had a Wii. So I played Modern Warfare 1 on the Wii, and it was the greatest thing in the entire world.
Yeah.
Oh my god. So I just went and Googled like E3 cringe moments.
Oh no. I was watching your face like, what is happening down there?
I just watched one, and it's about Konami in 2010.
Is that the one with Tak Fuji and like the dreadlocks?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm telling you, Russell Simmons is in that show.
Yeah.
Russell Simmons of Def Jam, a bad man who looks embarrassed to be around there.
Silently like looks to the screen and wants people to react, and they
He's
don't.
like vamping. He's like vamping.
Yeah. And no one, there's not you can't even hear the crickets. It's silent.
What
so
was shown off aside from Def Jam? Like, was there anything significant?
There was it like, there was was it?
Sorry,
not
Brett, didn't mean to interrupt. I was trying to remember,
that's
like,
not Konami.
No. Just, I was just gonna say, like,
because I always remember him doing like the 1 million troops on screen, 1 million troops, and everybody was like, but I don't remember what game that was. Again, like the number of Konami games that matter over time that weren't Silent Hill or Metal Gear Solid, shockingly low. So where John yells about Suikoden. Was it 99 Nights? Because I don't think that was Konami.
Are you watching it like live? Are you like actually watching through it? Why don't do that to yourself?
I thought you were like, I get secondhand embarrassment. I can't do this.
And then you suffering, man.
Proceed to torture yourself.
What is it like? We're talking about bad press conferences again, like a little bit before like me getting into video games and everything. The PS3 reveal. Oh my god, Ridge Racer. Or what are the giant enemy crabs and this hyper realistic samurai historically accurate. Oh my god.
The next one somebody posted is Ubisoft E3 2011 Mr. Caffeine.
Yes.
Oh yeah, Mr. Caffeine was a good one. Yeah.
Oh my god, Joel McHale with the laser tag in that other one.
Yeah. Wii Music. Wii Music reveal.
Yes.
It's so bad.
Oh, Jamie Kennedy at the Activision.
Yeah.
The Activision was. Oh my
look,
god.
I like Aisha Tyler, but Aisha Tyler at that one Ubisoft E3.
Oh my god.
That was pretty
Let's
bad.
meme this, guys. Let's meme this. Make this a meme. Make this a meme. Stupid.
I don't blame her. I blame the job she was given.
And that was like a bad year for Ubisoft. I think that was the same year, 2015. I think that was 2015. The same year as the greatest E3 of all time.
Sleeve Guy's terrible Need for Speed demo.
I don't even know that one.
I don't either. I'm gonna go look for it.
God, that's the thing I miss is like it's not that consolidation is good, but like all this being E3 before makes this like a thing. It's like being able to get everyone's stories from Burning Man. You know what I mean? It's you can get crazy experiences at any kind of weird festival, but the fact that you can get people's Burning Man stories is
now we
so convenient.
Is like watching the Game Awards, and that's just embarrassing on itself for like reasons.
I think a little piece of me dies every time we have to co-stream the Game Awards. Like Summer Game Fest, the only reason I can bring myself to do it, even with the like hints and nudging I've gotten from a couple places that we need to do it, is that at least it's not an award show that's going to be blatantly disrespectful to the people it gives awards to. It's just going to be the commercials.
I'm so excited for Jeff Keighley to be like, I've never seen anything like this before. And it looks like a fucking Roblox mod behind it. That costs $500 million fucking dollars. This is gonna change the way gaming is. And then it's like the worst thing ever.
Yeah, it's fucking Bug Snacks. Like,
Bug Snacks, you shut the fuck up.
It's Battle Tanks 3.
It's Battle Tanks 3. Jesus.
Oh my god. No. I'm never gonna fucking live that shit down.
No, I think I'm the one who's never gonna live that down, because I was like sitting here thinking like, yeah, I picked the weird N64 tank game with the funny tanks for us to play, and then it opens
was you
up.
Who was the sicko? You misogynist.
And it was like, yeah, here's a world where the women are resources controlled by warlords because of a virus, and I was like,
this Final Fantasy 16 prequel is off to a pretty weird start.
I was just immediately like, this is uncomfortable. Let's crack jokes about it now, please.
I don't think will never ever. I'll never get that high of like reading the screen. Women, there are no women, like, and everyone freaking out at the same time.
That's not making it to the Super Deluxe Games Cup this year, guys.
Rest in piss, E3. Jeff Keighley, you're on thin fucking ice.
No.
Do something.
Yeah.
Do something.
Unlikely.
Ridge Racer, I think, is my big, like...
Yeah.
So good. So
it's
good.
Ridge Racer.
So good. So
Ridge Racer.
So good, man. What's like... I know...
I quoted that for like a year straight after that.
When it came out on PS5, like the PSP version, I kept saying that over and over.
I still refer to any like giant crab monster in a game as a giant enemy crab. That's giant enemy crab. That's the boy.
Ghost of Tsushima needed a giant enemy crab for it to be.
Dark Souls had all kinds of giant enemy crabs. Like.
I know you said unrealistic stuff for like whatever we're hoping for. I haven't been on the show in a while.
Dreams.
I haven't been on the show in a while.
So you.
Oh my god! Listen. First and foremost, there's one thing I'm looking forward to, and it's the most CJ shit in the world. Because I checked Ubisoft's website for this. Man, they're announcing another fucking season pass for the Crew Motorfest. You bet your fucking ass I'm following that shit to the fucking like sun.
Yeah, that's CJ Core. You're right.
You know, more like what is it? Assassin's Creed gameplay? Give me that shit. Star Wars gameplay? Give me that shit. As far as like stuff that like is unrealistic or like that would actually blow my mind, I want Microsoft Showcase to just be this big fire sale where they're like, all right, Forza's coming to PS5, Halo's coming to PS5.
Yeah, I don't give a shit. Whatever. Fucking.
You
want every Gears of War game on PS5? We'll do it. Will you pay for it? Please. We need money.
I will gladly. Badly. I don't think. Hold up. Listen, Philip. I will gladly pay $100 for like whatever deluxe version of Forza you drop on PS5. I canceled my Xbox Game Pass subscription. The ball's in your court, Philip. The ball's in your court. All right. The ball's in your court.
Philip.
That's the thing I want, right? I don't think they would do it at like. I don't know if Microsoft would do it at their showcase, but I'm sure they'd have some.
They should, because I would support them for it, right? Like, this console war bullshit I'm so tired of. Every game should come to everything, and I think if and I'm okay with it not being immediate, right? I think if you're Microsoft, if you're Sony, like, wait a year or two. I don't give a shit. I'm not going to throw a fit.
You're missing one publisher there.
Well, I know, because Nintendo will never do it. They should. They fucking should. There's no excuse why. Like, Nintendo, if Nintendo came out next Tuesday and was like, by the way, Super Mario Odyssey is now on PC and Xbox and PlayStation. It has to be like it would be the funniest shit ever. Pokemon Red and Blue. Pokemon Red and Blue, and that's it.
Oh my god.
Pokemon Red and Blue on PlayStation 5. Not remakes, the Game Boy games.
Finally, what is it? Finally, the PlayStation 5 will have 2 games. I don't know. Like I like that's the only thing that like jumps out at me, right? Because who else is presenting or who else is doing something in their own thing? I know Microsoft's the big one.
I think Ubisoft has their own one.
Yeah, and I already know what they're gonna show off, so it's like I know that I'm not looking forward to the fucking Iraq War Black Ops game.
Yeah,
unless
I know,
George
right?
Bush comes out and presents it. Which
I'm
would be
sorry,
great.
the 9/11 Saddam Hussein Black Ops game is like one of the things I want to see least in the world.
No,
actually,
okay, hear me out.
I'm hearing
They
you
get
out.
Clinton, they get Bush to present on stage wherever they're at and show off their playable models in zombies with Margaret Thatcher and with Saddam as like then I'm fine.
No.
I'm back.
Bro, if I can play Osama bin Laden as an operator skin, then we might be cooking.
No.
Like,
I can only make that joke
I
on a
can't
show
fucking top
John's
that.
not on.
Yeah,
I
like,
play as
I
a
can-
joke.
What was
Sorry,
that, Britt?
Britt? Sorry, you're saying go.
You said Bill Clinton, and I was like, no, he needs to come and promote a new Dance Dance Revolution game, just like in Family Guy.
The
And then
Family
he
Guy
just
fucking
fucking wrecked it with the
Barbie girl.
yeah. Oh, I'm a Barbie girl.
I don't know what's going on. I guess like I would be cool to see.
Capcom's
I don't know,
apparently
like-
putting a lot of their chips on Summer Games Fest.
Auto
And-
Model East 2, baby.
And I'm hearing Square Enix, I think, has most of their chips in the Xbox showcase, which is
Balan
weird.
Wonderworld 2.
It's finally time. Yuji Naka's directing it from prison.
No. It's a Kickstarter to get Yuji Naka out of jail and then to pay for the fucking...
Pay Yuji Naka's
Oh
bail.
my god. It's like a fucking GoFundMe Kickstarter. Like,
Hey, you kids, you like Sonic? My next game's not going to be anything like that. Please get me out of here. Please get me out of here. I don't know, like, because is Sony doing anything, or would they just kind of tack on
Sony's
to like
done.
more games?
You got
they-
Astrobot, and that's what you get. Like,
Oh, I forgot they already had one.
Yeah.
That's my thing. They had one. I didn't watch it because I didn't care much about anything else, so I forgot they
it
were still
wasn't
around.
great.
it's kind of funny because the biggest thing there was Monster Hunter Wilds, and Capcom immediately came out to be like, yeah, we have a bigger and better trailer with more shit in it.
Fuck
It's
you,
Summer
Sony.
Game Fest. Just
Fuck you, Sony.
immediately putting Sony in the cuck chair. Like,
Oh my! What is it? They announced the PC port of like their biggest game,
yeah.
and that's it. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's severely cucked right there. That is the biggest cuck. Look, Derek, full
Where's the
respect. I
chair?
get it.
No, I think that's
I
good.
get it. I get what you're saying with like exclusive should, kind of like be, these games should be spread around.
On
At
a
the same
couple year
time, though,
delay, I'm okay with that. You know,
At the same time, though, I think Microsoft's big issue is that there are no games on this goddamn platform that are like worth. And again, part of that's like Game Pass like devaluing like a lot of things. I don't know what they can show off to like.
I don't even
get
think
people
it's that. I think they just need to show off games that are good. Like, Xbox can't. The problem with Microsoft is everybody they buy stops making games, right? Like, that's ultimately the Xbox problem.
It's the curse of
and they
Xbox.
show off games that then don't come out for like 6 years, and most of them
like
get canceled.
garbage. Who
That's-
is Perfect
that's-
Dark for?
That's
Who
the
is
reason.
Perfect Dark?
I don't know who Perfect Dark is for because we don't know anything about that game.
That
We got
Fable
one.
That Fable game looks fucking
We got-
terrible.
we-
They didn't
we-
show anything
It
off.
might be. We don't know. We got one teaser for Perfect Dark like 15 years ago.
Oh my
And
god.
all we know now is that it's like struggling. Like there's
Yeah.
no, like they're not doing well.
Like, that's
They're gonna
why
kill Crystal
everybody.
Dynamics.
That's
Oh my
why
God.
everybody lost
Fable.
their mind
Rory
over.
Nato said Fable. Oh,
Yeah.
would love a new Fable game.
It would be great. Well, there is one. We just don't know if it's what it's gonna anything. You know, Microsoft keeps putting out CG trailers for games that will never come out. And
I'm
then
excited for Avowed, Obsidian's last game.
yeah, it will be their last game. It's like that's why Shuddering Tango hurt so bad, because Hi-Fi Rush was the one genuinely just like, this is good and nobody has shit to say about it game.
Yep.
and it released
And
on other
they canceled
platforms
it.
too.
They were like, "Eh, fuck
Eventually,
you."
but that was good for it. But like, if Microsoft would just come out and be like, here's a Fable that looks sick, Perfect Dark looks sick, State of Decay 3 looks sick, here's
Call of Duty.
Here's Gear
all this-
6, here's like shit like that. If they would come out and be like, here's fucking StarCraft 3, right? Like, people would lose their minds. But Microsoft's not going to do that because Microsoft does not release games. Like, they just don't. They have a lot to prove for me.
I guess my dream announcement from a Microsoft thing would be something like it'd have to be like a new, like, man, get me a new Conquer somehow. Get me a new oh my god, get me who do they
They'll
own now?
announce
They
a
own
new
everybody.
Banjo Kazooie, and it'll take 6 years to come out,
Just
and it'll be
about to
bad.
fucking say,
Yeah.
like, give me a new Banjo Kazooie.
We're
like,
where's the directions here? That's
I know,
us. We're
it's-
thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
High on
no,
Life 2. No, I'm kidding. I'm just trying to like they have so much under. They bought the fucking Tony Hawk Crash Bandicoot Spyro Studios.
Yeah, you're not getting a new Tony Hawk, but
we're never. That's it. It's done. They took Anthony Hawk out back and shot him. The greatest game developer in the world. He's there. He's there.
He made those games
They gave him the
himself.
old Yeller treatment.
It's time. Tony Hawk's American Wasteland 2.
Oh god, no! They're gonna do like Tony
Underground
Hawk
3.
Jam,
Underground 3.
Downhill Jam 2 with the Kinect. They're gonna bring the Kinect back for that.
Fusion Frenzy. That I said that was one
Fusion.
of my games before. Mr. Delaby mentioned that in chat, but I did mention that before. Is I would love to see a Fusion Frenzy game from Xbox.
That's like that's a perfect Game Pass game, man. Like get that.
It's
Do
so
things like
good.
That. What is it?
I played the demo over and over again. I don't remember what game it came with. I think it might have been Halo.
Is it the roller cage one? The roller cage
yes.
One?
Yeah.
See, here's how I know. Here's how I can tell you the problem isn't Xbox games going multiplat, because everyone agrees that Helldivers 2 is a huge win for PlayStation, right? Like it came out on like it's a lot of its success is on PC, but it doesn't matter because like Sony gets the credit because they put out a good ass game people love, and Microsoft just does not know how to release a good ass game people love, except Hi-Fi Rush, and that's not fair. It was well in development before they bought Tango, so I just don't know. Like
why are they buying all these studios and then just?
I don't know. They just got to release games that are good. Again, like they could announce StarCraft 3, and I say that would get me hyped, but it's like actually in the back of my mind, I would be like, okay, here's this fucking all CG trailer for StarCraft 3. How are you going to ruin it? Because it's Microsoft. Like they just have shit to prove, and I don't think for me that's going to change without action, right? They're just going to have to release a bunch of games that are good before I care or trust.
What if we get a direct? I guess I would like to see like
Metroid Prime 4, motherfuckers.
Yeah, that shit's not real. All right, get out of here.
It's been like 8 years.
Get out of here. Look. Like
guys, Metroid Prime 4 is now a live service looter game.
They took all those Namco
Suicide
employees. They took all those Namco employees. Outback shot them. Then they took all those Retro employees Outback and shot them. Monolith Soft's going to develop Metroid Prime 4, and then we'll see what other developer's going to come after that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would like to from Nintendo. I would like to see, I guess, more remakes of shit. Just keep doing that. Keep pumping.
Yeah.
The.
I mean, look, we're in like the waiting period, right? So I know we're going to see. Yeah. I know we're going to see some GameCube remasters and like Xenoblade X. We're going to get like a bunch of that kind of shit. But we know that we're not getting a lot of the real heat until it's time to announce the Switch 2.
Right.
I just like Metroid Prime 4. Guys, it's that game has to come out on the original Switch. You were like obligated to. You revealed it alongside the Switch. It's fucking time.
They should reveal another Dragon Quest game and not have it come out on Switch first. Like
that would be so funny.
Fucking fun. Dragon Quest 12, they show it. It's like coming to Switch.
So
like
here's the
6
thing:
years after
we
PS5.
have the Dragon Quest 3 remake or Dragon Quest 1 through 3 remake, if that's all true. And like, I want the trailer to also have like Nintendo fucking Super Switch just at the end, like with all the consoles. We need the trend of Dragon Quest casually announcing the next Nintendo console.
Either Dragon Quest or Sonic games always do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because like Frontiers, I think was like, or something like that. They had shown it off for the Switch too, like some ridiculous thing like that.
Yeah, Dragon Quest 11, I think was the first.
And they didn't. Oh no, Shin Megami Tensei 5 was also like the earliest like Switch game. I don't know if you remember like that big showcase.
Yeah.
Just do that. Persona 6 is exclusive to Switch.
The hard part is Nintendo, you just can't predict what those fuckers are going to do.
Nope.
You have no clue what the plan's going to be with them.
Like a fucking Mario Kart, it's a perfect example of that. Like they didn't release content for that game for like what, 5 years, and then
we were sure it was time, and then they were like, by the way, we're just going to release even more characters and courses.
Donkey Kong bitches.
3D Donkey Kong, it's fucking time.
They did a Funky Kong mode
really
in fucking work. 3D Donkey Kong would be fun. Would be if trying to think what I don't know, like what if they just drop like a sequel to some random ass SNES or N64 game?
Yeah, Star Tropics 2. Like,
That was so fucking funny. Yoshi's Island 2. They just call it Yoshi's Island 2,
Yeah.
and it's just they ignoring
Would love
story
that
and ignoring.
personally. I fucking
and, like,
love
Kirby
Yoshi's
Superstar
Island.
2. Let's fucking go.
Kirby Golf 2. Let's do it.
Kirby's Dream Course.
No,
Yes!
Kirby Air Ride 2.
Kirby
Air
Air
Ride
No,
Ride 2.
it's got to be Kirby's
If Kirby
Dream
Air Ride
Force.
2 ever got announced, every human being
Criterion
on the
developed
planet would hear
Kirby
me.
Air Ride 2. Criterion developed Kirby Air Ride 2
You
with the
can't
fucking
do this to me, CJ. You can't. There's
No.
only so
Oh.
much blood in my body.
What if they show? Let's say they decide, fuck it, we're gonna show off the Switch 2. Let's say, how much like bullshit like third party stuff are we gonna see in that? Where they're like, EA is working with us, Activision's working with us,
Oh, you know it. You fucking
and
know
like
it.
they're gonna show off
Yeah.
like a PS5 like quality clip of like FIFA or Madden, and we're like, this is gonna be the Switch 2. Like, this is what we're targeting.
Yeah, and then
everything.
EA's gonna keep
coming-
releasing like the PS2 version of
not the
sports
mobile,
games.
the fucking mobile port
Yeah.
version of FIFA.
Here's a version of Mortal Kombat 1 that looks normal. Like, you know what I do? Actually, I'm gonna give you a real guess. We're getting another Mario Party later this year. I really think
Hell
it's.
yeah.
I
You
really
think?
think. I really think so. Yes, that is the perfect fodder for like end of the Switch's lifespan. They need some shit that's relatively easy to throw
They're
together.
gonna re-release the
Mario
GameCube,
Party
like,
fucking duper stars or whatever. Like,
Mario Party. Fuck you, like this shit, right? Play this shit. Who cares? Who cares? All right. No, it's a Mario Party game, but they bring back every bad element from past Mario Party games and they put it into
that
one.
actually is one of the best ideas. Mario Party's
So-
at its best when it's hurting people.
They put
know
the mic
this.
from Mario Party 7.
You would
they put the
fucking
car,
say that.
They would put
You
the-
would fucking say
They
that.
put the car from Mario Party 10. It's only motion controls, but you need 2 Joy-Cons each for some reason.
I'll never forget Justin rolling one after one after one.
Hell yeah, it's Wario
I remember
time.
doing the math, and it was a solid 1 out of every 3 rolls. He had 33. In theory, only 10% of his rolls should have been 1s, right? And instead, 33%. It was impossible. God damn.
Even Bowser feels bad for me.
That I don't want to say that I take joy in Justin's suffering, but that is a clip that always cheers me up.
Yeah,
No matter
No,
how bad of a day I'm
100%.
having. It's just so funny.
it's so
The charity
because
events
it's-
always bring out the most comedy. That Pokemon Nuzlocke we all fucking just completely failed at.
me just screaming when I accidentally killed like the best fucking chance we had at actually making progress in that game. Shout out to fucking Pat. What was his name?
I
I
remember
haven't seen him in
I
forever.
remember fucking Texas Pete.
Texas
Remember
peas,
peas.
peas,
Peas.
noodle.
Yeah, calcium. Getting
think
wiped out in a single
I
low
think
kick
that's the
and
one
all
I-
of us just stopping. Now watch me fucking light this dog on fire.
It was like the most painful charity stream we've had, just
Guys.
because it was just like
Not only are
It-
we going to have a true competitive format charity event this year, John's going to be able to get high for the first time.
yeah, that'd be good. Have it. Okay, you know what? Play fucking Kirby's Air Ride when he's fucking high. See how
Yeah.
he reacts.
Oh
my God.
He's shooting at the mountain and Twisted Metal. That mountain deserved it.
Mountain fucking deserves
He's
it.
throwing the fucking like guided missiles from Nightfire into the fucking ground.
Just me on the beanbag, just like Britt, come play. No, I can't. I'm
having
too high.
a great time.
I'm too high. I can't play anything.
What is it? You
right now.
messaging me? Do I sound bad? Do I sound high? Am I okay?
Okay. No, so this
Do
is,
I
this is-
sound?
I just
okay?
remember the first year that like a group of us got together for it instead of just me and John. I think it was me, John, Justin, and you, Britt.
Yeah,
I think it's the year we did the Pokemon Nuzlocke, maybe.
it was.
But I remember you getting like so high. And then like I was sleeping on a fucking mattress like out in the open, and I just remember you like walking over to the mattress, grabbing my blanket and curling up into a ball and going to sleep for a while.
I had to sleep that shit off. I got too high. Like, and it's worse because like when you get high, you're like hyper aware of like how high you are, and you're like, oh god, everybody.
Even in the
fucking know
safest place, like, yeah. Oh,
yeah.
Nothing safe about this podcast. What are you talking about?
no.
Fucking. So what CJ was referring to was I messaged him and I was like, I'm so fucking high, and he looked up at me and he was worried. He's like, you good? And I was like, I can't, like, I'm half deaf. So he's like trying to whisper to me, and I'm like, I can't hear what the fuck you're saying. So he had to message it back to me.
Oh.
That was when we were playing fucking Mario Party, and you and I were both high, and we lost terribly.
Oh yeah, we did so bad. Oh. Yeah, it's gonna be a good one this year. Fuck E3 memories. Fucking charity event memories are where it's really at.
Stream memories.
We make new ones every year.
Oh
Somebody has to beat Finn and Duck Game finally, or we'll never live it down.
I was hoping it would get delisted for that.
There's no way.
Like,
it's got to come back. It's too good.
I was hoping it would stay dead.
It's too good is the problem.
They get spicy though.
Yes,
like
it
that
does.
in the fucking build game where you have to like.
Ultimate Chicken Horse can't, because that was starting to actually end friendships.
Yeah, it fucking
John, stop putting the fucking gate there. Stop putting the fucking thing there. We all spawn there. Stop doing that.
I swear to God, I thought y'all were about to Mean Creek John. Like, Jesus. Man. Oh, back to dream announcements. Britt.
Fucking dream announcement would be to watch the fucking Celtics lose this fucking game. That's my fucking announcement. Dumbass fucking. Anyway, go ahead.
He's on the American Express halftime report. He's gotta give us.
He's pulling double duty. He's doing this while he's also.
I'm like literally watching the fucking goddamn 11 points by this fucking team I hate too.
I know you're fucking voting against Boston, man. Anytime.
Of course, man, and I have to vote for Dallas, man. I hate the Mavericks, but I love Luka.
We're not doing it. We're not doing worm shots because I will literally throw up.
No. I have
the worm shots.
I am in my 30s. I don't need to,
Speak for yourself, buddy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna live forever.
Yeah. I will drink 1,000 beers, but I am not doing a worm shot.
Can that be a thing? Guys, donate enough money. I will, John will let me drive his car drunk. 100%. Just do it. Just do it.
Hopefully John's in a better area where fucking getting food at 12.
Yeah, he lives in now, so
yeah, so hopefully that won't be as much of
that out loud.
So guys,
sorry,
donate so I can
Everyone
drink
knows you live
beers.
right outside DC, John. Sorry.
Fuck it, why not?
Oops. I'll censor that in the podcast version, I promise.
That was the funniest shit.
John, you post nonstop about DC and people are gonna put in between that you're in between those two cities.
He just loves the city. He just likes, you know what I'm saying, this beautiful nation. He likes these different cities.
John lives in
really
Denver. I don't know what I just said.
Why not? Thanks, Derek.
I forget not all of us have the fucking
San Francisco. John just post pictures of San Francisco next week just to kind of undo whatever you just did.
I'll take care of that, John. I promise. I'll fix it.
12 beers, and I will drive John's car. 100%. That's a stretch goal, guys. That's a stretch goal. He said he'd let you. Don't ignore the chat. Whatever he says, he'll let me do it.
More importantly, John's gonna have a hot tub, so I can do a hot tub stream. If we get
in the
to
white
certain,
people soup,
that's fine. You're not gonna want to anyway. It's gonna be November. It's gonna be so cold outside. I'm gonna be miserable. But
God, can you imagine my birthday?
Everyone's just gonna watch me fucking dip into the hot tub and be like, ah!
Imagine me getting like drunk on like my 27th birthday and then like fighting you people because
What's your birthday?
Like my birthday, the 15th.
Oh shit! Is that the weekend or
most likely? I guess if we're doing it, I still have to see if I can go. But yeah, you know what I'm saying.
So what you're saying is we all need to get in our birthday suits in the tub to celebrate.
I don't like that.
Birthday.
I don't think we can do
like
that
that
on Twitch. I don't think
like
that's
that.
allowed.
Oh.
But
it'll be fine. We can get away with
Britt,
it.
of all
It's
of
for
us who
charity,
aren't able to
goddammit.
get away with that, you're the one who's least able to get away with that.
It's for charity. It's for charity.
Yeah.
It's for charity Twitch.
I can go
please.
nips out anytime I want, and it's
Yep.
fine. So, enjoy that, internet.
Yeah.
Enjoy that, nerds.
Yeah.
But it's my
Fucking
birthday, so
asshole.
we have to. What is it? We have to play like NFL Street or.
Oh, dude,
or
NBA
Jam.
Street Volume 2 is
We
absolutely
have
going
to
on
play
the list.
or fucking NBA Ballers. Where you just throw fucking.
I love
shit
we've
up.
completely abandoned talking about
Dude, fuck E3. What are we going to
Fuck
talk about?
E3.
Listen,
charity
Jeff Keighley,
event.
how about you announce some fucking a backbone for once? How about you do that, Mr. Keeley? How about you do that? All right, fucking Dorito Pope. Shut
So,
up. Do something. Sorry,
We're
go ahead,
all.
Britt.
I think we're all Keeley haters in like the.
I just hate Canadians. I don't nothing against Keeley personally.
What about Jeff?
Yeah, I can't now because Edmonton's going against the Panthers. I can't
That's
now.
true. Yeah,
I can't now. I can't now.
can't backtrack on that.
You were saying, Britt? Yes, we all are Keeley haters at this point, I guess.
Except for Finn. I want to put that out there. Finn wants to. He enjoys Keeley. I don't enjoy. Fuck Keeley.
Jeff doesn't enjoy Keeley.
Not Jeff. Finn.
I don't think Finn even does, because we've
He's
definitely.
just indifferent. He's just not as.
I think he
negative as
likes
we
the
are.
show, but we've shit talked Keeley a lot.
No, he literally just said, like, I think I'm the only one who's not a Keeley hater in
Oh,
this
maybe.
podcast.
I remember talking mad shit one PAX West when we met him, and it was like the
wait, hold up,
most
guys. I'm getting
tired
a-
human being I've
Getting a
ever
condescending DM from Jeff Keeley right now, demanding I show him proof of all these transgressions. Oh man, all right, I got homework to do. See ya.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh my. What is it? Remember last
Just
week
texting
someone
John.
rushed the
Don't
stage?
worry about it.
I was gonna say, is he upset? That's stressing me out now.
No, we're good. I'm gonna fix it.
Okay. I was like,
We got so into just
He hasn't
talking about
said
good old memories, I
shit.
forgot we were live. I forgot that not all of us have our fucking city we live in as part of our username like I do.
yeah,
Oh.
I mean, there's a lot of us that do. NOLA Nerdcast.
Yeah, but that's a misdirect now because Finn doesn't live in New Orleans and hasn't in
My
ages.
fucking do you guys see my Twitter profile picture?
Yeah.
Heat snapback.
Yeah.
Heat snapback.
Derek
Jeff Keighley-
said them.
Jeff Keeley, come on the show.
That's exactly what we want this Pride Month. It's not a hate crime if you murder a non-binary person while gendering them correctly.
You know what?
John
Good
is
for
an
you,
This is a video
ally.
game podcast.
Johnson.
Oh,
This motherfucker wishes he was here right
Yeah. I'm so lucky he's not even home right now.
now. Oh God.
Just keep talking
Where's
about
he
what
at,
he's doing
Derek?
now.
Go
I'm sure
ahead.
he's helping.
Tell
I'm sure
me
he's
where
helping.
I'm
sure he's
telling you
helping.
where he is.
Yeah,
He's
show-
in
show-
fucking
show-
Hattiesburg. Like,
Random fuck. Like, I have a friend that lives in Hattiesburg, so the fact that you fucking
Now
said
you're
that of all
doxing.
places.
Now you're doxing Brit's friends.
You should change your fucking username to just Doxin Derek.
That's a good one.
oh my god. I want a tier we get the cast and drag. Y'all already got me in a stripper nurse outfit last year. And frankly, shouldn't have done that. I had to spend the entire rest of the stream.
You were like that for like 2 hours. Like,
I
or
know.
no, how long?
I was having to
It was
very
funny.
strategically sit to not just
Yeah.
be like, who wants to see my balls?
That's
Like,
like being like that's like dressing when you have like tits in general, you're just like, oh, can't.
Congrats,
I'm always
Derek.
just self.
After picking battle tanks, and outing yourself as a misogynist, you put yourself in a woman's shoes and clothing, and now you're more enlightened for it. I hope you learned something.
I got like 12% of the experience.
It's like Tootsie,
because also the robe was. I was constantly having to be like, nope, I'm starting to show a little bit of fucking areola. Let's get that pulled in a little tighter.
Oh,
can I get us demonetized?
Oh,
Yashola. That's a good thing. We should do like cosplay tiers.
Fuck,
you know,
are they down by 20? This fucking Mickey Mouse team. God damn it. Cosplay.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know, man.
There you go. You'd be Mickey Mouse, CJ.
Which NBA player?
CJ has to be public domain Mickey Mouse.
Public domain.
Specifically. It does mean we're putting you in whiteface.
Do you remember? Oh, like Chappelle. Like Chappelle. You remember when SDGC talked about video games?
No.
Remember we wouldn't dox people on air and talk about balls and actually no, that one. Hold on.
Yeah, no, dude, we've always talked about balls. There's no getting away from that. Yeah,
slug my balls. Anyway,
slug my balls.
The delay, Britt, before you started laughing at that. Oh God!
But it's like Homer laughing
so
at the
good. I
like
still think about this. Speaking of slug my balls, where can people find you in?
You know what it is? I forgot.
He hasn't been back on the show since, by the way.
I know. I forgot to archive the charity event for last year. So I don't think we have nearly as many clips as we normally would have.
There's some good bits there too.
There were some good bits too. But
especially all the cream pies right in front of the camera.
Can't show that on Twitch either, I don't think, but
we did.
You want to be a star, don't you?
With the couch in the background and everything.
Yeah,
come on,
big ass couch and I'm saying a bunch of dudes in the background cheering you on. It's not a good look.
As poor fucking John had to get down there in his cowboy hat and his heart glasses and
some humiliation after downing ranch soap.
I didn't know.
The most hilarious thing about that was it smelled terrible. You drank it, and then it was ranch, and then it was sweet afterwards, like a soda, and it was this isn't bad. After John just fucking Ralphed everywhere.
God, that was so good.
Do we have a marker command to?
Yeah, I'm not really familiar with those, but I'll have to learn and get on it because that would also help a lot. I presume with the charity stream, yeah. But also the downside is if you can see where everybody's putting markers, it's just going to be again the hot tub stream I've promised is going to be so damaging for my public image. But
you're on this fucking podcast. What?
Yeah,
what do you
dude.
expect? You're on a video game podcast.
I'm gonna raise money for Palestine by showing my nipples, dog. Let's go.
Damaging your public. That's damaging.
Go.
Yeah.
That's a reason to get banned on Twitch. I'll nip it for Palestine.
God, this is going to be such an unhinged year. Especially, again, if we can actually get the competition format going, break everyone into teams.
I don't think you understand how competitive I get. I don't think you're ready. I'm not a good winner.
I watched you play fucking what fucking game was that?
There's a lot Christina and I don't play video games together.
One, the fucking
Jeopardy?
Yes,
okay.
I saw you in fucking Jeopardy.
So Christina and I don't play a lot of video games together because our interests don't necessarily line up. The three we do play: Mario Kart, Mario Party, Jeopardy. She doesn't like playing them with me anymore because Mario Kart I'm pretty good at. Mario Party, it's all random, but I mean I'm not really graceful about it because
Mario Party does bring out the evil in me, that's for sure.
Jeopardy, if I get a question wrong, I flip out like fucking Mark Cuban.
Pull out your phone. What the fuck?
Hey, like that. I'm like, what's his name? Like John McEnroe, like just destroying my Switch controller and rage. That you guys, you can't do that if we're like playing sports games or shooters. I'm going to like say some things. I'm going to get really aggressive. I'm going to blame it on like your race. It. I'm going to say it. Yeah. Call me Michael Richards. I'm going to say it. Anyway.
I would love to do the fucking Jackbox presentation one.
Like, I think that'll be a good one.
Stream. Well, no, I think...
Especially broken into teams, it's going to be so funny because everyone's going to be committed to making sure their teams... Also, what happens if somebody on one team gets paired with an assistant from the opposite team who's going to want to make them fail? Like,
that'd be fun.
That's the thing. It's going to get psychological then. I'm telling you, doing the Super Deluxe Games Cup is and breaking this into 2 teams is going to be transformative to the way we do this shit.
I'll be a team captain.
Yeah.
I will leap. Like that. I'll go in my Jimmy Butler jersey. I'll fucking be a psychopath. I'll be a psychopath for like a weekend.
Job is unhinged. Love Job. What was the presentation one? Was that Job?
I don't know the names of any of them.
I don't either. I just...
What is it? It's like they're like a million like games where it says draw a dick or something.
Oh, it's where you fucking interview people.
That one I never played. We did the monster dating one. We did the bracket one, which was funny.
Oh, I love the monster dating one.
That was horrible because
you're texting everyone.
My trait was like I was supposed to betray everybody, and I was like, no, that's not how I am.
I had to I had to get like multiple people to date me.
Yeah.
Like,
no. Oh, how awful.
I was being
but like that was I think I was like a vampire and I had to like, or a werewolf or something. I had to keep going back to the same people.
I had to like, I was constantly DMing everyone. Look, I don't fucking know how this game works. Can we just like team up or something, please, God? Please, just pick me. I don't know. Texting Jeff, please pick my character, please.
Just your regular fucking Tinder DMs. Like
that would also be a good one, monster.
Yeah.
The monster dating one? Oh my god, yes.
A lot of the Jackbox stuff becomes transformative when you consider that like half the players will be on one team trying to collect points and the other half will be on...
Can we call each of our teams the Wildcats like that Simpsons joke? Who are we, the Wildcats? Who are we going to beat, the Wildcats?
Dude, you don't understand how real that joke is though. Because we do like an HBCU sports league at work that we air a lot of the games, and fully 1/3 of the colleges have the Wildcats as their fucking mascot, and another third have tigers. So it was just Tigers, like the Tigers, Wildcats, Tigers. Oh,
we got to do that. We got to do that. We have to call our teams have to have the same name in honor of like every single like, little league sport.
I'm just thinking of the dropout. We are Martin Luther King's second dream. Like, oh, but unfortunately, none of us will ever be as funny as Lou Wilson. So it's just not possible.
Are we funny? I'm funny. You know, I'll say that. Yeah. I'm funny.
I don't know. I might be CJ, funny, but I don't.
I'm. You know what?
CJ's funny.
I'm just honest.
Yeah.
You know,
I'll say CJ's funny.
This isn't a bit.
No, what you see is what you get.
Yeah.
What is it though? True.
I think I'm just deeply unwell and autistic, and that those two things happen to collide in very interesting ways.
What is it? I don't need to be funny. My jump shot is perfect, and my perimeter defense is like top notch. Like I think I make up for it in other aspects. You know what I'm
saying? I make a mean quiche. I don't have to be funny. Like
I make a good chicken fettuccine. That's what I made for dinner tonight.
This stopped being a meaningful show a long time ago, but I love it.
This is how
it happens when
after we're waiting in between lobbies of like Overwatch or something.
We're waiting in between lobbies of fucking reveal presentations. We got that that like really just fine at best state of play. Yeah, I do again have to immediately take this show down and censor it and re-upload it, but I digress.
What do you mean? You just
And
reminded
saying that-
everybody.
And saying that this is probably my last show for a while. I'm glad that I was here. This fucking bullshit.
For the downfall of John.
What is it? What is it?
If I disappear, it's fine. Don't think about it. Don't
I'm not gonna come back.
question
It's
it.
like I'm after this. I'm Godzilla walking into the ocean.
I'm just gonna moonwalk into the woods and never be seen again.
Oh, what was that fucking game that was like us on the way to McDonald's or something? The
Rampage.
Oh, Rampage.
Rampage. Yeah, that's us.
Oh my god.
Moving on.
Moving on.
Doom, doom, doo, doo, dum, doo, doo, doo.
Like these fucking pre-run. Like,
Us on the way to get some chicky nugs.
Get some McDobbies from McDooley's.
we can't order shit because everything's closed.
That's
At
what Maddie.
Harry
That's what
Potter
Maddie
version
used to
of
always
fucking
call
McDonald's.
it. Was fucking McDooley's. Him and Zach would get high as shit at PAX and then go get some McDoubles. They go get McDobbies from McDooley's.
Oh my god, it's too funny. It's too fucking funny.
Yeah, maybe John finally, now that he's in civilization, lives in walking distance of like.
Just stop talking about John. Stop
No.
it. He's not on the show. You're just
Good, he can't
revealing
defend himself.
Stop talking about this man, please. You're going to say something.
Folks, this
was a fun show.
This
I
is
don't
a fun
give a shit
show. This is a
we did.
stupid show. I'm so happy. Guys, thank you all for showing up tonight. This has been a wonderful, silly show. We will probably be on tomorrow for the Summer Games Fest presentation. I'm going to see what we can do about the Xbox One. If we get the Nintendo one, we'll see when that is, because if it's another fucking 2 p.m. Eastern, then nobody's going to be able to co-stream it. And obviously the show next week is going to be huge because we're going to talk about a bunch of different reveals. And obviously, look, we talked about it enough. Stay tuned we're putting together details for this year's charity event. It's going to be in November. It's going to be easily the craziest one yet. So
we're Derek and I are doing a birthday stream because my birthday was Tuesday and his was yesterday. So if y'all didn't wish us happy birthday, fuck you.
Yeah.
Sincerely. And if you didn't, that means you have to show up to
Britt,
the
I
stream.
do need to know, have you received the Steam gift yet?
I did. Did I not mention it?
No.
I was like shit-faced when I got it.
I was sure that the fucking name I put down was going to get a reaction.
It did. It did. I remember getting it and I was like, what the fuck is this? And then it was like games like Slay the Princess. And I was like, oh, I know who it is.
Sincerely, the birthday sloppy fairy.
Yeah. Oh
there
God.
we go.
Someone had a birthday. Derek and I both had birthdays.
Yeah.
Derek, I'm June 4th and Derek is
June 5th.
June 5th.
That is the day after the 4th. That is how numbers work. Yes.
Yep.
So,
yes.
I turned 18. So, really excited to see what
21.
cigarettes are like.
All right. All right, relax.
Have a wonderful evening, folks. We'll be back soon. Kindness costs nothing. Take care of each other. Mwah.